Alright, as you guys can see, got the bed off the truck. And I've got my spots marked under here. Let's get my flashlight here. So you can see the two, one black line there, one black line there, and it's the same on the other side. I don't know if you can see it from here, but trust me, it's like that. So basically I have to cut where these lines are, and then I'm just gonna remove, you know, from here, probably it's about where I'll get it, however close I can get my grinder to cut it, about right there. From there down, you know, across, and then the same on the back side. You can see where I've got it marked on the back there, maybe. Yeah, there you go. You see my two marks there. So I'm just gonna cut that out on both sides, remove that, and that will allow room for these guys to hang out basically without interfering with that cross member. And I believe it was fine before we started. I can't remember, honestly. I know it hung up a little bit, but I think you can see the reliefs that are already kind of in it. You can see how it slopes back. I believe that's from the factory to allow some room for those. It just seems to have gotten worse when we lowered the truck. So basically I'll cut those out and then weld in a couple pieces, or I don't know, 3 pieces a piece to kind of put that strength back in it. And of course I'll show you as I go along. Once I get it cut out and stuff, I'll check back in and show you guys what's going on, but that's pretty much where we're at for now. Yeah, once I get set up and get a little farther, I'll get back with you guys. Alright guys, I got those little pieces cut out, which I'll show you right now. So here we go. You can see I've got both sides. That one over there cut out. And all I gotta do now is use some sheet metal I got over here, which stuff isn't really that thick. I thought it was gonna be a lot thicker, but it's really not. So I think this will be perfect. Get some templates drawn up, you know, just measure basically like this here. I'm just gonna do squares and rectangles. So I'll measure this little square piece here, duplicate it for this side, you know, and then measure this here. Just do a simple rectangle and weld them all in, tack them in, make sure everything's kind of, I still have to clean these up a little bit here. As you can see, it's kind of, maybe you can see it, it's kind of uneven. Not horrible. Some of it can fill in with the weld, you know what I mean, but I'll grind them down just so they're close. And it's somewhat boxed in there. It should still be strong enough. And then our little things here, the hangers, shackles, whatever you want to call them, can clear. Get the bed back on there and should be good to go. But yeah, let me get those templates drawn up. I'll show you guys the I'll show you the pieces when I get them cut out before I weld them in there. Then we'll get them welded in and I'll show you guys the finished product. I got the pieces cut out for the boxed frame here, or I guess you can see I've got one in there with the little magnet that I'm getting ready to weld. So you can just see how I'm going to box that in with that metal. And then I've got my other pieces here cut out. So the long one goes on top, and then this piece will go on the inner side. So flat, and then the other side like I've got in there. I'm just going to go ahead and get it welded up, and then I'm just going to go ahead and get it welded up, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. I've made some progress here on getting this little piece boxed in. I just wanted to show you guys where I'm at so far. So I got the sides basically done. You can see they're welded there, that side and that side. I just welded all the way around. That one too, and I just have the one in the middle here left that I've got stuck in place with the magnet. Getting ready to weld that guy in, and then I'll just have to knock it all down with the grinder. I know those welds are, leave a little bit to be desired, but hey, I'm learning. So just a quick update. That's where I'm at, just on the one side. Once I get this one welded in and stuff, I'll give you guys another quick update. I just wanted to give you guys a quick demonstration of how I've been trying to take this undercoating off. You can see there's, I assume that's for rust prevention or whatever. Just this stuff here. See, I basically hit it with the grinder here, and then I kind of melted it off there a little bit, but if you just scrape at it like this, I mean, you're hard pressed to get it off. But see if I can show you guys how I was just kind of melting it, and it seemed to come off a lot easier this way. You see, you just peel it right off with this. It's just a little putty knife after you heat it up. That way I can get to that raw metal and get a really good weld on there. Alright guys, I got the bottom frame here all boxed up. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so that's pretty much it. I wanted to go flat on the bottom just because it was going to be sitting on the frame. So I ground those down pretty good, pretty much flat or flush, I guess you could say. And then I left a little bit more meat kind of up top just for strength. And the other side's the same way. Pretty much just the exact same thing. I don't know if you can see that or not. But basically all I got left to do now is paint them. I got them cleaned up. I'm just letting them dry out a little bit from wiping them all down. And then I'll get them painted with some chassis and roll bar paint here. This is what my brother used for the frame. Basically just 2 light coats, 10 minutes in between each, and then 1 medium wet coat, it says. So I'll get that done, and then I'll once I get it all painted, I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright guys, I just want to show you this, basically the finished product under here. So that's where the frame, or that little, I don't know if you call that the frame, but little cross member on the bed we notched out. Welded in the plates here, 1, 2, 3, and got it all painted up. The other side's the same way. I don't know if you can really see it very good. Yeah, other side's pretty much the same way. Good to go. We're ready to get back on the frame now. And what I have to do, basically these are the mounting bolts for the bed to the frame. These I think I'm going to enlarge just a hair, make them a little bigger, so I have a little more adjustability on the bed. If you remember in that other video I was showing you that the bed doesn't really fit perfectly left to right on there. So once I open up those holes, it should be I should have the adjustability I need to go ahead and maneuver it a little better and just make it perfect. But I don't know if you remember in another video I talked about this side of the bed here where it was kind of like sucked in, like concave. I actually was able to do a little beating on it and then some prying with the crowbar on the back side to bump it out, and then I just kind of ground it down with the welder. And it needs some touch up on the welding. I'm sorry, not the grinder. It needs some touch up on the welding. I'm not sure how well you can see, but there's a few little spots where, you know, you can see through, see a hole here and there. So I just need to come back through with the welder and touch this up, open up those holes there on the bed, or I'm sorry, on the frame, and then we should be ready to set it back on there and see how it looks. Alright guys, so I basically got all those holes enlarged just a little bit. My nut should still fit just fine. This guy here, little focus, there we go. And then these two up here, up front seemed to be a little farther off, and I was a little hesitant with the marking. So what I'm going to do is basically I'm just going to put the bed back on the frame, try and get it lined up perfectly with all these 4 holes here I just drilled out. And then what I can do is just kind of lift up the front of the bed, slide under there, you know, and enlarge these or do what I got to do to make them work. And we should be done with the bed for now. Hey guys, just wanted to show you the bed's back on the truck. It's sitting right. Gaps are good. It's bolted down. But as you can see, it's full of parts. And the rest of the body work is there. So we're basically selling the truck. It's going to a new home. I have a new project to work on and I need the room. And that's pretty much it. And it was fun. Learned a lot. I'm gonna kind of have mixed feelings about it, honestly. But I think it's the right choice for right now is, you know, to get this other project going, which I'll show you in an upcoming video here. But this is pretty much the last you're going to see of the Ford. Hey guys, Tyson here. I just realized when I was putting this last video together and editing that last little shot didn't really explain too much about the truck, the F100, and I guess maybe a little more backstory is warranted on why we're actually getting rid of it. So the truck has been sold. We just had we had a fair amount of money into the build, and the way things were looking, it was just the things that were coming up, especially trying to tighten up the bed and, you know, do the sanding and just the finish welding and everything. And we were looking at a ton of time in addition to the motor and all the other stuff, the interior that needed to be redone on that truck. The time was the biggest factor on it, honestly, for my brother and I. It was going to take forever, and there wasn't going to be a lot of payoff at the end of it. I mean, what we were looking at, what we could sell the vehicle for and stuff, because we never really wanted to keep it for either one of us. It was just kind of a fix and flip type of deal that spiraled out of control once we realized that cutting the frame and, you know, doing the bed was just, I mean, it was so much time. It took us way longer than we thought. So I just wanted to kind of wrap up and let you know, hey, that's why we actually got rid of the project, and give you a little more background on it. That is just the time that we had ahead of us in addition to the money we were going to spend and then the money we would actually make. I mean, we would be really lucky to break even, honestly, after spending, you know, another few months on the project. And by few months, I mean, you know, 6 to 12. So to give you a little info on the pricing and things, like, I think we picked up the vehicle, from the best I can remember, we've had the truck for almost 4 years. So we picked it up for, I believe, $1,700 or $1,750. I can't remember off the top of my head. I spent about $2,000 in it, and then Chris, I think, had close to $1,000 maybe in it of his money. So that put us right at about $4,700 we had into the truck. We sold the truck itself for $2,000, and then separately sold the engine and transmission, which was a $289, and then the 3 on the tree. I can't remember the name of the transmission off the top of my head. So we ended up selling all that stuff for $2,750. So that's, you know, we were in it for $4,700. We sold it for $2,750 all in, and we lost, you know, $1,950, almost $2,000 probably, once all the other stuff I can't even remember, you know, factors in. We probably took about a $2,000 loss on the truck. But even at that, I mean, we were looking at something similar, if not a little less, like I said, breaking even or not, just to finish the whole thing, and then you're looking at the same type of loss, or maybe break even if we're lucky. So I just wanted to wrap up and recap and kind of let you guys know that that's where we're at on the truck, and it's going to a good home. You know, I talked to the guy, and his girlfriend are going to build it, and they seem like a really cool couple out of Colorado Springs. So I'm happy with it. Chris is happy with it. So we're moving on to another project, so please stay tuned. This is going to be a really cool one. A personal project, you know, for us. There'll be another little Craigslist fix and flip in between here, just to show you guys, you know, what another little project we did just to make some money for the shop and stuff. But yeah, please stay tuned. Like, subscribe, comment. Those are the things that really help us out if you want to see more. So Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.